mentors and my 20th DE fellows. My name is Giovanna Gista Vicita, Gista for short, from Gentiaras Credit Union, Lampung, Indonesia. Talking about diligence, I have a wonderful experience. Becoming a diligent person at some cases in my life is like giving me such a blessing in disguise. Back 2 years ago, when I was an undergraduate student taking my educational study program, I chose to design materials as my undergraduate thesis. To be able to produce the interesting materials, I should arrange and create the materials collaborated to some pictures and proportional layout and colors. At the time, I was so blank because I have no idea about visual communication design. And then after I asked my colleges, I finally get the decision to use the very simple one. I think it's the simplest one software. It's Microsoft Publisher. It's still a part of Microsoft Office. After years dealing with this kind of very simple software, I was then introduced by someone to Illustrator. Illustrator is one of the professional software to design the materials. After some trials and errors, I've been finally capable to design the materials, of course the professional ones. I have no problem with layouting anymore, as I have been practicing a lot with the previous software. For me, it's like a fruit of diligence and perseverance. No matter what skills I have, as long as I have great willingness to do it, there will always be ways. And then no matter how I've been for years, there will come a time for me to be professional. So as long as I keep maintaining this being diligent. Let me close this speech by using one of the quote from Benjamin Franklin. Diligence is the mother of the good luck. As what I've mentioned before, what I've experienced is blessing in disguise. I finally got the opportunity to be more professional after years of trials and errors, after years of having diligence. I hope I get another luck of the things I'm doing now, especially another luck of becoming a more professional credit unionist and educator. Of course, I should maintain my diligence in getting committed to the cooperative principles and getting experience in inspiring and helping the cooperative members. That's all. Bismillah.
Good day everyone, so I am Jeffrey Liparto from the Philippines and from the Eagle team, and I would like to share my experiences about the value of humility and how I use it in my life. So actually, I am an only child. My mother was 42 when I was born and my father was 26 back then. So my mother comes from a well-off family with a Chinese bloodline, and my father comes from a very poor family. In fact, they were sent to work as early as 13 years old to earn a living. My parents, they met at my grandmother's house. It's where my mother lives, and my father was working as their houseboy. So because my mother's siblings cannot accept the fact and cannot accept their relationship, so they tried their very best to separate my parents until the day I was born. So ever since I was born, I always consider myself as a nobody, a poor boy, a trash, unwanted, and everyone thought of me to become a bad boy or a drunkard someday. I consider myself as a dirty and someone with no future at all. Whenever my cousins and my aunts visit my grandma's house, I hide and feel ashamed of myself, and I always think that they look down on me. Whenever there were family reunions, my family is always not invited, and maybe some of my aunties or uncles do not even know my name and do not even bother to know my name. Hence, I humbled down, I used the value of humility, and made those experiences as my strength to prove them that they are all wrong. That is why I studied a lot to fulfill my dream to become a certified public accountant. And luckily, I passed the board exam and landed on my first job in ACDI Multipurpose Cooperative. So that's the time wherein my aunties and my uncles are starting to reach me out. I don't blame them. I am not angry to them. I am not dismayed about what I experienced in my life or in the past, because the past made me who I am today, and I am happy of what and how I become today.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mary Rose Pihimana from ACDI Multipurpose Cooperative. The values I have chosen is adaptability. And the objective of my presentation is to share with you my life learning lessons with regards to adaptability. But before I start, let me quote one line from Jessica Hagedorn. Adaptability is the simplest secret of survival. For a person who grew up in a simple, small, and not so known province, you could only imagine how life we have in here. Every day you get to see same old familiar faces. You don't have the chance to get lost because it's a small square town where everybody knows everyone. When I left the province to work in Manila after graduating college, I felt fear and anxiety. I was so scared because that was the first time that I will be on my own, away from my family. I have no one to run into in case of emergency or in times of sickness because I'm all by myself. I was worried that I might not be able to cope with life in this big city. On my first day at work, I remember everyone was looking at me. I felt so little and outcast. But I realized this can't be. This should not hinder me from fulfilling my dreams and my goals. I must make a way to adapt to the new world I live in now. And for that to happen, I have to embrace, accept, and adopt all the challenges in my life. The new people, the new environment, including the new me. And so I did. After 3 challenging but fulfilling years, tough yet full of learning days of my life, I was promoted as an assistant manager in our cooperative. Who would have thought that this provinciana girl will be able to get one of her dreams, and that's to become a manager in span of 3 years. The conclusion here is that adaptability is our key to success. The willingness to search and learn, believing in yourself that you can adapt, that you can be good at anything if you will just learn to come from your comfort zone. We're constantly evolving. Let's not fight that, but instead embrace the changes, experiences, and the lessons that we're learning every day. I did, and I succeeded. Thank you, everyone.
Hello and good day, dear mentors and co-participants. This is Milita from Eagle Team. I will just share my life experience in how humility as a value helped me surpass challenges and how it helped me succeed. Each life journey is amazing and colorful, so as to me. I came from a very poor family in our village. My father left us when I was just 2 years old. Indeed, I have a very humble beginning. Though I am the youngest child in the family, I tasted all the sour realities in life. I have been to many hardships, but I am happy of all that. I will treasure all the things in my heart forever. For my 10 years and 3 months in credit union in ACDI, I committed mistakes. I have shortcomings as a follower, and as a manager. I may have weak judgment, but I am determined to go on. Adding on, it is first time and for sure marked in history in our cooperative that under my flagship in our area operations, that one of our frontline offices was being robbed. And one of our personnel got injured. And millions of members' money were taken away. It was in the news in our area, in our island that time. Being sad, being in fear, that time is an understatement. But I humble myself with that very sad situation that I have faced, that I may surpass all the tragic experience. And thanks God, it made me more humble and stronger today. That was 3 years ago now. On the other side, all throughout my journey in my service in our cooperative, our team, received various awards and appreciations, but I remained humble. No arrogance, because for me, life is like a rolling ball. We do not know what may happen the next day. We do not know what tomorrow may bring. For me, I just be humble in all good and bad situations I may face. I take all the lessons learned. I greatly believe that through humility, I can empower and influence others. Thank you very much.
Good day, everyone. The topic that I'm going to share with you today is all about open-mindedness. No one has the monopoly of knowledge. Open-mindedness makes me grow as a person because I listen to all people surrounding me, even to those who are our competitors of Tagum Cooperative. With this value, I could discern any possible risk and what opportunities could bring to the present situation. In this time of pandemic, most of the business are closing down and some of the cooperative did not hit their annual target. But in Tagum Cooperative, for 2020 last year, we have a net surplus of 698.10 million, higher than 11.09% last year before the pandemic. Not only to that, we even expanded our branches to other regions in Mindanao. The formula of this success is to let everybody in the office to contribute their knowledge, skills, and abilities because success is interrelated and it must be in holistic approach from the bottom to the top management working hand in hand in accomplishing the goals of the organization. In doing micromanagement, being the branch manager, I need to listen with my co-employees. Before we start with our office operation, I conducted a toolbox meeting so I may be able to determine the status of the office operation and avert any possible risk that comes in our way. I see to it that all our employees will contribute their insight, issues, and concern, or they are part of the team. A very popular statement goes like this: we are in the same boat, and anyone who punches the hole of it will bring all of us down. Meaning, as the captain of the ship, the risk in achieving towards brighter future is shared with the passenger. We work collectively as a team in attaining our individual target based on our individual job description. This is how Tagum Cooperative do its part, for we are proud to say that we are one of the best cooperative in Asia as the first and only A1 competitive choice for excellence in soundness or Access Gold awardee in Asia. Again, open-mindedness is the key. thank you and mabuhay tayong lahat.